Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're listening to this is Radio Leven 372. It's yet again another podcast, and again sponsored by the Dumbarton Scourie, West Dumbartonshire's premier pub shed. So I'm joined again by Mrs. Rowan. How are you, Rowan?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you, Mr. F?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks, considering that we're still encased in these places and we can't go anywhere. And talking of going places, if you cast your mind back, which we've been doing in these podcasts, it's all about history. Going to pubs, do you remember them?
I remember it well.
Now, if you're going to the pub and you were just coming out of work, for example, after a long week, a long day, Friday, and you're walking up to the bar, what's the very first drink that you would buy? Would it be, for example, a nice long pour of lager or beer? Would you be going for something long like a long drink, gin, ice and something green in it? Would you go straight for the bottle of whiskey? You don't drink whiskey. Would you go for the wine? Would it be red, white, sparkling? Sparkling, would it be Prosecco, the girl's favourite? Would it be champagne? Or would you go straight for a cocktail? What would it be?
Well, if it was after work on a Friday and it was just one for the road, as one would say, it'd probably be maybe a half pint of lager.
Half pint of lager?
Yes.
Since when have you drank lager and a half pint in a pub?
Well, since forever. Sometimes I have a pint, but I try to be a bit more ladylike now.
Yeah, I've seen you having a pint shandy, but never a half pint lager. Where's that coming from?
Oh, you've seen me drinking half pints.
No, I haven't.
Numerous times.
No, in a pub. In the house, maybe, but never in a pub.
But my experiences with pubs, it really depends who I'm going to the pub with. So, for instance, if I was going with a group of girlfriends and meeting them on a Saturday afternoon for a bite of lunch, maybe start off with a cocktail, maybe a little French martini.
A what?
A French martini.
What's a French martini?
I'm not sure what's in it. It's a nice cocktail.
Like the sausages, like the sausages, you like a little bit of cocktail, don't you?
Yeah, well, definitely do. And then maybe have a bottle of wine. As you know, I like rosé wine. I like a Pinot Grigio blush, nice and cold.
So you would go straight. So this is just a quiet afternoon
with my friends,
and you've started with a cocktail, and then you're wearing into the wine.
Yes, and then maybe finish off with some cocktails.
There's absolutely no wonder you're sick in trains when you come home.
I haven't done that for a long time.
Well, you can't travel on a train anyway, so it doesn't mean
I'm mature now, so. But if I was going out with you,
have to be sick into a mask.
Yeah, if I was going out with you, Mr. F, depending where we're going, we would probably share a bottle of wine.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the very first drink though. When you walk up to the pub, so you're walking into the bar and the very first thing you do, so you're gagging for a drink of alcohol because you've been working hard, playing hard, or you've been out shopping, if you remember how to do that, and you're coming into the bar and there's a guy pleasantly behind the bar. Yes, madam, what can I get you?
Well, I've already said a pint of lager.
I'm trying to gloss over
that. Or a glass of wine.
A glass of wine?
Yes.
At £8. You'd be better with a bottle.
No, that's why I normally would get a bottle.
Good Lord.
Share it with my dear husband.
Right.
So as you say, it depends who I'm meeting and when I'm meeting them.
Well, for me, if you were going straight to the bar, depending on which pub it is, but it would have to be a long, cool pint of lager, preferably something crisp, something like a Peroni. But if you were in the mood for having a wee sesh, right, you would have Joker IPA. Now, my colleague in the work, Big Dave, who'll probably listen to this at some point, we enjoy a wee Joker every so often. It's a terrific drink, but it certainly goes to the head quite quickly. But anyway, a pint of Peroni, pint of lager, or something like that, which is nice and refreshing, and then we would go to the wine.
Yeah, I suppose we would. Yeah, but that's when I'm with you.
Right, so when we are with your mates...
Well, I've already told you I would have a cocktail and then maybe go on to wine.
Yeah, you sound like an alky to me. That's not right at all.
I haven't been in a pub for now...
Well, years. And you're never going back.
Nearly 2 years ago.
Well, apart from our sponsors, of course, the Dumbarton Scourie.
Yes, yeah,
Could be careful now. We've got to keep them in good stead or we'll not get back. It's the only pub we're allowed into.
And when I was travelling for some work a few months ago, I had a few liquid refreshments. In fact, some of my colleagues got me into drinking some rum.
Rum?
Yes.
Oh, there's a revolution.
Yes, some dark rum.
Dark rum?
Yes.
Dark rum and pep. Hey.
Yeah, I think I had it with
You need to join a bowling club now if you start with that.
Yeah.
Hey, can I have a dark rum and pep, please, barman? 2 pints, prick. No, I don't think so. There's no way you can. There's no way you can. A dark rum and pep. Come on.
Well, I'm not sure what I had in it, but it was dark. I'm sure it was dark rum.
You sure it wasn't a Guinness?
No, it wasn't a Guinness. It was in a small glass. I thought it was rather nice.
Oh, I bet it was.
Yes.
No.
I haven't had any since, but it was nice.
Yeah, Morgan.
But I like the... No, it was rum.
That's what Morgan's is.
Is it?
Aye, a Morgan's.
No, well, it wasn't
Maybe Morgan's and Coke.
It was dark rum.
That's what Morgan's is. You're going to sound daft on this now.
Well, it wasn't at Morgan's, I can assure you.
You like gin though?
Yeah, I do like gin.
Yes, what kind?
Well, I used to like Bombay Sapphire.
You used to? Wait,
Well, I do.
The Dumbarton Scurry has got some Bombay Sapphire, I believe.
Yes, I know. Yes, I like Bombay Sapphire with a bit of slimline tonic.
All right, okay, not the TT
And-
tonic, for example, who also, the Fever Tree?
Yeah, I'm not too fussy about my tonics, to be honest with you.
As long as it's slimline.
Yes, one has to look after one's figure, you know.
It's the alcohol that makes you fat,
tuck
not the
into my
tonic.
pizza.
Hey,
And lots of ice.
crushed
But
ice.
I'm kind of into the flavoured wines. Remember that time we were through...
Yeah, all wine's flavoured. You're talking about flavoured gin. You said flavoured wine.
Oh, did I? Oh,
Yeah,
so that's my...
yeah,
I'm getting confused
that's
here.
a dementia settling.
Yes, flavoured gins. Remember when we were through the Creole Food Festival?
Creole Fruit Festival, I
Years
remember
ago.
it well, yeah.
And
Sister
that was-
Fiona.
Yes, and that was the first time I had tasted raspberry gin.
Raspberry gin.
Yes, and it was actually brewed in Edinburgh of all places.
Yes, this one, for example, the
Yeah.
Edinburgh gin there,
Yes.
which is, I don't know if that's
The
actually...
raspberry
Does anybody out
liqueur.
there know if it's safe to drink if it's been halfway down and it's been sitting kind of semi-sealed for about 3 years? Are we allowed to drink that? Does anybody know? We are absolutely feared to do so.
Yes, Ed.
Anyway, gin.
Yes. Yeah, gin is... Well, they used to call it Mother's Ruin, didn't
They
they?
did Mother's Ruin and a knitting needle. Anyway. Now the other one is, this is Finley's actually, Andrew Finley's, this is Smirnoff Raspberry Vodka. Now I'm not a big drinker of spirits.
No,
I like,
I'm not
I like
either.
wine and beer, but spirits I'm a bit of a wuss, to be
Yes.
fair. But this sounds interesting, so as the weather gets better and we still can't go anywhere, we might have to crack this one open to see what it's like. Anyway, that was interesting, wasn't it? Thanks for listening. Tune in again soon. Sponsored by the Dumbarton Scurry. Cheerio.
Chin chin.